Every 5 years, a powerful but often lesser known body shapes the financial balance between the center and states. It's called the Finance Commission of India. In this video, we will break down its history, powers, composition, functions, salary structure, and how it will evolve in the future. Let's dive in it. The Finance Commission of India was established under Article 280 of the Indian Constitution. The first commission was formed in 1951, chaired by K.C. Neogi. Its core purpose to recommend how tax revenue collected by the central government should be distributed to the states over time. This role has explained to include fiscal discipline, grants in aid, and more. The commission is composed of one chairman and four other members. The chairman is typically someone with experience in public affairs, like a former finance secretary, economist, or judge. Members can be experts in finance, economics, public administration, or law. They are appointed by the President of India. Members and the chairman are appointed for a term of 5 years. Their qualification and powers are set by the President under Article 281. The appointment process is executive driven, meaning there is no parliamentary approval needed. The commission is ad hoc, it's formed every 5 years or as required. The Finance Commission had advisory power, but its recommendations carry immense weight. Here are its main functions. Tax distributions, how the net proceeds of taxes should be divided between the center and states. Suggests allocation among the states themselves. Recommends financial assistance to states in need under Article 275. Suggests way to increase funding for panchayats and municipalities. Recommends measures for maintaining fiscal discipline. Can suggest specific grants for areas like health, education, and disaster relief. Its latest recommendation come from the 15th Finance Commission, chaired by N.K. Singh. The salary and condition of service are decided by the President of India. The chairman usually draws a salary similar to that of the Supreme Court judge, approximately. Members also receive similar emoluments. They get government accommodation, travel allowances, staff and secretariat support. But remember, these benefits apply only during their tenure. The Finance Commission is crucial to cooperative federalism, balancing the economic power of the center and states. It ensures poorer states get adequate support, fiscal equity is maintained, states are encouraged to perform better through incentives and grants. This helps reduce regional inequality and promotes balanced development across India. As India's economy evolves, the Finance Commission faces new challenges. States have limited taxation power post GST, so the Commission must find new ways to ensure their financial independence. Future commissions may include green budgeting and climate-based grants. Cities need better infrastructure. The Commission could suggest performance-linked grants for urban governance. Post-COVID, health financing may become a key part of fiscal planning. There are debates about making the Finance Commission a permanent body for continuous monitoring. To sum it up, the Finance Commission is a constitutional body set up by every 5 years. It ensures equitable distribution of financial resources between the center and states. Though its recommendations are advisory, they shape the backbone of India's federal financial system. Its future will evolve, tackling climate challenge, boosting state finances, and adapting to a dynamic economy. That's the Finance Commission of India. If you learned something new today, hit the like button, subscribe and share this video with your friends. Let's keep learning about the foundation of Indian democracy. Thank you. Jai Hind.